So if someone has a bunch of gut issues, right, and they're having bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, all of these symptoms within their gut, why wouldn't I want to just jump right into gut testing and address that first, since that's their primary symptoms? Well, I don't do that. I do gut work last. And the reason that I do gut work last is because I want to make sure that your body is well supported before we move on to gut work, because gut work is very harsh on your system. And everyone has imbalances, nutrient deficiencies. Most people have problems with their mitochondria. You can have a whole slew of problems, hormone imbalances, all of these things that your body's already stressed out and dealing with. And so when we jump right to gut work without addressing any of that first, it just stresses your body out further. And really importantly, your detox pathways specifically, think of your detox pathways as a highway and the toxins as cars traveling on this highway trying to get safely out of your body. Right now, in our day and age, we have so many toxins from so many different places that our highways are backed up. Think of rush hour in LA, right? It is backed up and those things can't get out. And so if you're already having problems, which most of us do, if you have not spent any, well, everybody does. If you haven't spent any time working on your detox pathways, you got some congestion going on. And so if you skip all of these steps necessary to like make that better on yourself, when it comes time to kill off these bugs and these things that are in your gut, you're just adding more to that. And now you can't get that out of your system, and you're actually going to end up worse than if you hadn't done it at all. So I really recommend not jumping straight to gut work. And so we spend time getting to the foundations of all of your body systems and making sure everything's balanced and supported, and so that it can handle it. And then when it is time to move to gut work, we have a very specific order that I do things. I start with a biofilm buster. That's super important because otherwise you're going to get some false negatives. You need to break down those biofilms so that they're firstly even detected. So then I go into parasites and protozoa. Everyone has parasites and protozoa, and sometimes it affects people more than others, and it's just important to address that first. So I do that, and there'll be a 3-month protocol with that because each month I change the antimicrobial so that you don't have any resistance. And then after that, we would follow up with like a GI map test, and then we're going to address things like the H. pylori and the other harmful bacteria and all the other things, and then yeast and dysbiosis and all of those things. And so that way, if we do that in the proper order, you just have the greatest chance of success. If you started with gut work, half the people can't even get through it because it's so rough on them. And you want to address all of those imbalances and nutrient deficiencies. And then by the time you get to the end of the program, then you've addressed everything, and you're just going to have a higher rate of success with it. So if this is intriguing to you, or if this is something that you are wanting to find out more about, you can go to my website at www.breakthroughintegrativehealing.com and just book a free assessment call.